Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott. At the beginning of July, I issued the first ever Miniature Manager Community Paint Challenge on my Discord. We got a few entries, and today we're going to look at those entries. I'm going to kind of talk about what I like about the different paint jobs that people did. So let's go ahead and dive right into this community spotlight. Now, before we dive too far into this, I just want to point something out. The goal of this channel is to uplift people and help them get better at painting and motivate people to want to paint their miniatures. So when you have something you want to say about these models, if it's not positive and kind, just keep it to yourself. I'd rather have an empty comment section than one full of rude comments. Secondly, if you missed out on the July paint challenge, don't worry, there'll be another one in August. At the end of the video, I'll announce what the theme for that challenge is. If you'd like to be involved with the challenges, just join my Discord. There's a link to join that in the description of this video. Obviously, I'm not going to issue a challenge to all of you without entering it myself, so here is my entry for the July Paint Challenge. I have painted a squad of Terminators from the new Leviathan box for Warhammer 40k. The theme of this month's challenge was to paint a model that was elite. I think the Terminators fit that description pretty well. You'll notice that I have not painted all of the models though. One of them is missing. I've set that one aside so that I can record a paint tutorial for you guys later on. The first entry that we're going to showcase for the July Paint Challenge is submitted by Connor, and he's titled this entry, Herald the Hammerstorm. I really love the way this model is done up in a diorama style. The pile of skeletons with the broken shields is very cool, and I love the choice of colors because it really highlights that the Chaos Champion is the centerpiece of the project. I like how simple the paint scheme is. There's not so many colors going on that we're distracted looking at all the different details. We're able to focus in on the centerpiece. This model also gives a very classic Warhammer Fantasy vibe. I feel like this is something that I would have seen on the tables 15 years ago when I first was introduced to Warhammer. The second entry we're going to look at was submitted by Zar Giefly, who's actually one of our channel members. Now this model is really cool. I love purple on Dark Eldar. This reminds me of the first army I ever saw on display at a game store back when I first bought my first Warhammer set. There was a Dark Eldar purple army on display, and I remember really loving the way it was painted. So this really targets nostalgia for me. I love the way the gold accents the purple, and I also really love the use of a blue contrast or glaze paint on the blades to give it the appearance like there's a subtle glow to the silver. Our third entry is by Ario Vistas. Now, these are a Hammerfish drop team from Firefight. These are really fun, basically space dwarf Terminators with jetpacks. I really enjoy the choice of colors here. You don't see green, tan, and blue used very often in modern paint schemes in most of the games that we play. It kind of reminds me of a classic Transformer color scheme, which I think is really cool. I think it would look really cool to see a full army painted up in this color scheme across the table from you when you sit down to play a game. It's a very unique paint scheme, and I think that makes it really cool. I love it when people go outside of the box and do schemes that look good, but aren't necessarily what most people immediately think of when they look at a model. Our fourth entry is by Tyler. Now, obviously, I am a sucker for bone golems, so I really like the way these have turned out. It looks like some of my tutorials may have been used in this model, which makes me happy, and even if they haven't, it still turned out really great. Two things that really stick out to me that I really like about this. I love the choice of the burgundy purple color that has been used for the cloth on the model, and then I really love the green flame that's on the candle. I would love to see more models that are part of this army that have that green flame. I can only imagine that things like Caryatids and Kiris would look really cool with that green flame. I'd like to thank everybody that participated in the July Paint Challenge. It's always really fun to see other people's paint work. We are going to do another paint challenge for the month of August. The theme for this month's challenge is heavy, whether that's a heavy support unit, a big monster, or just anything that you think the heavy keyword can apply to. I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Submit your entries on my Discord by August 26th so that I have a week to review the models and pick my favorites. I really look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and like it, and then subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos that I make. Be sure to join my Discord so that you don't miss out on future paint challenges. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. You guys are the best. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.